Good evening. This is Elida Roxana 12, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. So, if you've been following my channel for quite a while, I am someone who really likes ASMR. I have a medical background, so the first two videos that I made on my channel were medical videos. At the time, I was studying for a exam, and so I thought it'd be helpful if I made content relevant to my life. That was probably back in 2008. So around that time, actually that might have been in 2009 or 2010. You can look back on my channel. But anyhow, I was also into the ASMR community. At that time, it was called the Whispering Community. I was dealing with a rather stressful time in life, and I needed some comfort. I had always, ever since the time I was small, remembered if I could just hear a soothing voice, a person with a soothing voice, a quiet voice, whether it be a menu, if you were to call a company and it was their phone menu, a librarian, just scanning the books, stamping the rubber pad on the paper, or just a person talking with a soft voice. I remember too, in elementary school, I had a classmate that sat next to me, and she had a pencil case and it had a cap on it, and every time she would get a pen or pencil, or at that time pencil, because of course it's elementary school, but she'd get the pencil out, and when she put the cap back on, it was just such a relaxing sound. And now, fast forward all these years later, come to find out it's called ASMR. And there's a whole big, huge community of ASMR artists, is what they call it now. But so what I'm trying to say is that my channel basically has kind of reflected me at the time, and so I still enjoy ASMR, and I feel like I have something that I want to do, and I'd like to read out of the Bible and just share some thoughts with you. And you don't have to keep watching and it's not to, well, I'm not sure what I'm quite trying to say, but if it doesn't interest you, I suggest you don't watch. But if you do, I hope that you're encouraged. And at the same time, I hope that this is a very relaxing experience for you. What I'd like to do tonight is start in the Word. I'm in the book of Psalms, Psalm 103. This is a psalm of David. David was a man after God's heart. He was a king. So this is what David wrote. Psalm 103, verse 14. For he knows how weak we are. He remembers we are only dust. Our days on earth are like grass. Like wildflowers we bloom and die. The wind blows and we are gone, as though we had never been here. But the love of the Lord remains forever with those who fear him. His salvation extends to the children's children of those who are faithful to his covenant, of those who obey his commandments. The Lord made the heavens his throne. From there he rules over everything. Praise the Lord, you angels, you mighty ones who carry out his plans, listening for each of his commands. Yes, praise the Lord, you armies of angels who serve him and do his will. Praise the Lord, everything he has created, everything in all his kingdom. I'm here because I want to tell you something. And you don't have to do anything with it. But this is an ASMR channel, and it's also my channel. So I can talk about what I'd like, which is wonderful. So I want to tell you that I just feel so hopeful. And I didn't always used to feel like that. I'm hopeful because I'm not alone. I am filled, and I never used to feel like that before. And reading these words is comforting to me. Reading Psalms were always comforting to me. I had a professor in college. I was going through a lot of anxiety, and I had a professor in college give me a miniature New Testament, and it had the Psalms in it, and I would read them, and they were comforting to me. It's amazing how much the Lord really tries to speak to you through your life. I hope that you find this video relaxing. I'd like to talk with you more and encourage you. Thanks for listening.